So every kit comes with 3 vials and 3 vanish points. You'll see, so the vials have these little white caps that you need to pop off. So 1 vial is 1 dose, so each kit has 3 doses. Typically what we're seeing right now, just with the current toxic drug supply, is typically people are needing more than 1 kit. So we always recommend that you take more than 1. So we have our little guy, we popped off the cap. These are vacuum sealed. So it's a lot easier if the first thing we do is introduce some air into the vial. Sometimes you can get the naloxone out without introducing air, but I just find it a lot easier. So these are our vanish points. You'll see as we go along, the needle actually gets sucked up into the barrel once everything's done, which is really nice because if you don't have a sharps container around, these are safe to be thrown in the garbage. I like to still throw them in a sharps container if there's one available. It's just personal practice, but if nothing's available, you have no access to one, it is safe to throw in the garbage. So the first thing we want to do is just pull back on the barrel a bit because we are going to put some air into this guy. Take off the lid. And you'll see this is a really thick needle tip as well. So something to remember when we're going to be injecting this is you don't need to find bare skin. You can put this through somebody's pants. It goes through most clothing. So you don't worry about like trying to undress people or cut anything off them, just go right through. We don't want to be up in the air trying to load because if you're shaking, you could poke yourself. So on a surface, 2 fingers just right at the base, we're going to hold the needle like a dart and we're just going to put it right in the top as straight as you can. And then I like to flip mine. Some people don't. Again, it's all personal preference a little bit, as long as you're getting the naloxone out. We're going to push the air in and adjust the needle so that you can almost not see the tip at all in that glass. It should be as close to this bottom silver part so that we're getting as much of the dose as possible. So once you get that air, it kind of just draws itself, which is nice. You don't have to do a lot of work. And we're just gonna go until you get pretty much all of that naloxone. Sometimes there's like a little bit left, not a big deal if you leave that in there, but you wanna get as much as you can. So naloxone is going into a muscle, not a vein. So if you forget to push out all the air, it's not going to kill the person, but it is going to hurt. So try to remember to push out any air that's going to be left in there, but you don't have to be super precise and like flicking like you see in movies. This is going into a muscle, so either middle of the thigh is a good spot, middle of the arm, or if you can't have access to those spots, right in the glutes are kind of like the 3 big muscle spots that we want to go for. We're going to hold it like a dart, nice and firm, because again, we might be going through clothing, so you want to just have a good grip on that. And we're going to go down and then push until you hear and feel that click. You'll know that the vanish point has worked. My trainer's sticky, but people aren't, so it normally goes pretty smooth, and then the tip's gone, so it's right in there. So typically what we want to do is, if you know CPR, we want to be doing a round of CPR, giving a dose of naloxone, and repeating that cycle until either the person wakes up or until EMS arrives. And if you don't know CPR, or maybe you don't feel comfortable doing CPR, you never want to like force someone to do things they're not comfortable to, just wait 2 to 3 minutes in between giving doses of naloxone to see if things are working. We don't want to rapid fire naloxone into somebody. Just give it some time, see if the medication's working, and if not, then go again.